The summer is almost here, and you know what that means. Go Fest is almost here. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about my predictions for Pokemon Go Fest 2023. As we know, Pokemon Go Fest is almost always centered around a certain mythical Pokemon. So what mythical Pokemon are we going to be seeing this year? In the past, we've gotten Pokemon like Celebi, like Jirachi, and there's probably a lot more I'm forgetting. But I think this year is the year we get two mythical Pokemon, technically, and those Pokemon, Manaphy and Phione. Those are some very unique mythical Pokemon for a couple reasons. Let me tell you why. Traditionally, Manaphy is usually obtained by some special events, and Go Fest is definitely a special event. So I can definitely see us getting one through special research. Now, Manaphy is really unique because it has a pre-evolution. It has a stage 1, and that stage 1 Pokemon is Phione. Now, Phione is very interesting because it is only obtainable by breeding Manaphy, and obviously we don't have breeding in Pokemon Go. So maybe with this Pokemon Go Fest, or maybe before, we'll have to find out breeding will come to the game. But let's say it doesn't, because I don't think it will. If we don't get breeding, I'm assuming we'll just get Manaphy through special research. But in terms of getting Phione, I think it's very likely that we receive a mystery egg from the special research somehow, some way, and in that egg, we get Phione, and that's how we make it happen. Breeding is an entirely new feature they would have to add to the game, and it makes things a little bit sticky. I don't know if they'll do that. But of course, they're urging us to get out and play, so doing an egg-related mythical Pokemon in these times right now makes a lot of sense. So my ultimate mythical prediction, I think we get Manaphy through special research, and I think we get Phione through a mystery egg of some sort. Maybe it's 25 kilometers. Now, if none of that happens and I'm wrong about Manaphy, I think there's three very likely options. I think there's a really good chance we get shiny Victini in Pokemon Go, because the last time we saw Victini was during Go Fest of 2020, 3 years ago. We got it during the COVID Pokemon Go Fest, so a lot of people didn't really get to enjoy Victini. It never really got mentioned. It's definitely forgettable. So I wouldn't be surprised to see shiny Victini in Pokemon Go. Here's the Victini I caught from 2020 Go Fest way back when. It is a not great one. It's a 2-star Victini, and I would definitely like another chance at catching one, but it is pretty cool, and it's got a nice shiny, so that would be a nice surprise. And speaking of forgettable, I can definitely see us also getting shiny Keldeo during this Go Fest. You guys might remember a few months ago during December of 2022, Keldeo was available through a really bad ticketed event, and it was behind a paywall, and I think it had a really bad debut. Having a potential shiny Keldeo as part of this year's Go Fest would be a nice surprise and would be a free way to get it, you know? And here's a waste of money that is Keldeo. Ladies and gentlemen, Keldeo has a lot of potential, and man, this was not worth it. That research was really bad, but we did get a cool mythical Pokemon, I guess. It's not the greatest. It is a 3-star, so I can't complain too much, but shiny Keldeo would be a great surprise. So that could definitely be a thing. And also my third and final possibility is the debut of shiny Shaman. Now, Shaman has been available a few times already in Pokemon Go. Literally a week ago, they just dropped Shaman globally, so it's definitely very much available. I think I have like 3 or 4. Yeah, I got 3 of them right now, and I'm pretty sure you can actually have more than that at the moment. But here's my Shaman from, I believe this was the Global Go Fest. This is from Seattle Go Fest, and here's my regular Shaman. Plus, there's the other one that's available right now through special research, and yeah, I mean, Shaman's definitely been in the game. So I wouldn't be too surprised, to be honest, to see the debut of shiny Shaman with this Go Fest. And what's a Go Fest without legendary Pokemon? I really like my legendary predictions this year, but the legendary Pokemon I think that are going to be featured during this year's Go Fest are the late Guardians, Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf. These Pokemon haven't been obtainable in Pokemon Go in years, I think. It's been a really long time, and they were only around once in raids with shinies. It makes a lot of sense. It's been a while, and especially if we get a Generation 4 Mythical, it makes sense to have some Gen 4 legendaries in raids. Now remember, these 3 Pokemon, the late Guardians, Azelf, Uxie, and Mesprit, can actually and do actually spawn in the wild. So maybe they'll be spawning in the wild for Go Fest. Who knows? Or maybe just in raids. We'll have to find out. We've seen them spawn legendary Pokemon in the wild before with these big events. We've seen Raikou, Entei, and Suicune spawn. We've seen Latios and Latias spawn. It's definitely possible. Here are all the Azelf I have in Pokemon Go. I got 2 of them, but they're both shiny. That one is a fat L, but a really high 3-star one. Very nice shiny. And there's that one right there. Got a pair of Uxie as well. Here's a random lucky one that I have that is actually Great League eligible, whatever that's worth. And then another one that's Great League eligible, of course, that is shiny though. Very nice shiny. Now for Mesprit, I actually don't have any. I transferred all the regular ones I had, and I never got a chance to get the shiny one, so I kind of want that one to come back really bad. Another legendary Pokemon that I think will definitely be a part of this Go Fest, I'm really high on this one. I think we're going to be getting more Rotom in Pokemon Go. In previous years, we've had 2 Rotoms spawn, I believe. We've had the Mo Rotom, which I believe is the grass one, and the Wash Rotom, which I believe is the water one. This year, I think we're going to be getting the debut of the Heat Rotom, which is the fire one. I think it makes a lot of sense. It's nothing game breaking. It's just kind of for fun. And I don't even remember if we got one last year. I feel like they skipped a year. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's possible. Here's all the Rotom I have in Pokemon Go. As you can see, I got a bunch of the electric water types, which is this is the Wash one. I got a bunch of those, and we have the Mo one, which is the grass type one. So pretty cool. I like having these guys. They have 0 use, I feel like, and nobody talks about them, but I think they're awesome, and I think we're due for another Rotom spawn. So hopefully we get some new ones this year, or a new one. And I think a big surprise for this year's GoFest could definitely be Mega Rayquaza. Earlier this year, we got the debut of the Primal Pokemon, Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon with the Hoenn Tour in February. So it's definitely not out of the question, and it's definitely possible that we get the debut of the crazy game-breaking Mega Rayquaza. That is going to be awesome. I don't think that's too wild of a prediction. We already have the Primals. Why not make it a crazy summer with the Mega Rayquaza? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. I could see that happening. I hope so. At least I hope so. As you guys might know, I have a pretty crazy Rayquaza collection, and yes, I say Rayquaza. Correct me in the comments. Go ahead. I got a pretty awesome Rayquaza collection, a ton of shinies, ton of shiny luckies, 250 maxed hundos. You know what it is. I'm ready for Mega Rayquaza, bro. I'm ready. I'm more than ready. And of course, what's a Pokemon Go Fest without some crazy bonuses? So here are my predictions for those. One thing to remember, this will be the first year of Pokemon Go Fest with the daily incense. So maybe, just maybe, they'll actually update the daily incense and make it crazy and add some, like, I don't know, some legendary spawns, some other dope spawns, give it some themes, I don't know. But I mentioned the Lake Guardian spawn in the wild earlier. Maybe they make that a daily incense potential spawn for Go Fest. I think that'd be awesome. So hopefully they do something special with that. And if in fact Go Fest does revolve around Manaphy and Fion, I think it's gonna be very egg-based, which is, you know, you might hate that, you might love it. I think they're definitely gonna push egg hatching. And that being said, I do have something very exciting. I would expect either 2-kilometer eggs or 7-kilometer eggs to have all of the baby Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Now you might be saying, Gilly, all the baby Pokemon are already shiny eligible. That's not true. There are 2 baby Pokemon in Pokemon Go that are currently not shiny eligible, and they really should be. And those Pokemon are Mantike and Chingling. They've been in Pokemon Go for a really long time. Their evolved forms are shiny. Mantine and Chimecho are shiny eligible, but you can't get the baby shiny. What's that about? I think it makes a lot of sense to loop it all together and put those Pokemon in eggs, giving us new shiny babies. And I believe that'll be all of them for now. Again, they really want us to get out and play. So making this an egg-based Go Fest, or at least like an egg-heavy Go Fest, is definitely a possibility. And especially if this is connected to Manaphy and Fion, it makes a lot of sense. I think that's possible. But that is exciting. 2 new baby shinies, why not? And of course, the spawns during Go Fest are usually pretty lit, right? We can definitely expect some costume Pokemon. You can 100% expect the costume Pikachu of some sort. Hopefully it's at least new. And also maybe some other new rare costume Pokemon, because in the past they've introduced some cool ones like Zigzagoon, Galarian Zigzagoon, Flygon, Gardevoir. So hopefully some cool rare costume Pokemon this year. One could only hope. But of course we're gonna have some rotating habitats as usual. That makes sense. Those habitats will have some rare spawns and hopefully some new shinies, I would assume. And of course, incense exclusive spawns. Some of those spawns in years past have been unknown, regional Pokemon, other rare Pokemon. That's always a thing. I think that's gonna be a thing again. And possibly a new shiny unknown this year. There are actually, I believe, 6 unknowns that are not shiny eligible yet. Actually, there's 7 shiny unknowns that are not in the game yet. It is shiny unknown KMQWZ question mark and exclamation point. That is 7 unknowns that are not shiny yet. And maybe we'll see 1 or 2 or 3 this year at Go Fest. That would be awesome, and I don't think that's too crazy of an idea. Now let's talk about regional Pokemon, because they're usually featured, I think, almost always in Pokemon Go Fest. And this year, I think we'll get some new cool shiny regionals. I don't know if we're gonna get all of these, but I got 4 predictions here. I think we can definitely see shiny Pachirisu being released in Pokemon Go this year. It's a great shiny. It's been in Pokemon Go for a while. It's been featured in a previous Go Fest. It's definitely obtainable. So shiny Pachirisu, definitely possible. Also shiny Carnivine. Carnivine's been in the game for a while now. It's been a part of a couple events, so I think it's probably due for a shiny Carnivine. Not too crazy of an option. And these last 2 seem really possible to me. I think we see shiny East and West Sea Shellos. They're both cool shinies. They've also been in the game for years, and they're great shinies, and they're regionals, and I think they can have some fun with that. And I don't think any of those predictions are crazy. I don't know if we're gonna get all 4 of them, but I could definitely see us getting at least 2 of those predictions, right? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Now let's talk research. There's always a ton of research around Pokemon Go Fest. We're gonna have time research, special research, all that. So as usual, there's gonna be a bunch, probably like 8 timed researches surrounding spawns, catching, hatching, all that good stuff as usual, with some encounter rewards, balls, berries, all that. And of course, there's gonna be special research, and in that special research, we probably will be getting a mythical Pokemon, I would assume. Whether it's gonna be a new mythical Pokemon or a shiny debut, either way, I'm happy with it, but you could definitely expect 1, maybe even 2, 3 special researches. Of course, all of that is expected, but I do look forward to it. It should be fun. And some general predictions about Go Fest. I think it's safe to assume there's gonna be some live event Go Fests. Where and when, I have no idea. And of course, a global Go Fest afterwards. I'm just assuming they're keeping the entire same pattern as they have for the last, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And then the Global Go Fest probably gonna be a 2-day experience as usual, so that's that. And as we've seen before and very recently with the Hoenn tour, I'm assuming there's gonna be upgrades available for your ticket. So Go Fest is always, I think always, a paid experience, and you could probably upgrade your experience with like an egg and hatching bonuses and all that, and raid bonuses and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like we just had it with the Kanto tour. You could pay like, I don't remember if it was like $5 or $15 to have extra bonuses when hatching eggs and less hatch distance and more Stardust and more candies, stuff like that. I could definitely see that coming back because, you know, they want that moolah. And those are my Pokemon Go Fest 2023 predictions. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about that. Let me know if you guys think I missed anything. If you guys think I was right or wrong about some things, definitely let me know. I want to know what you guys think. I feel like we're all really creative and we all have some really great ideas, and we could probably guess or predict or at least hope for what we might see this year. I'm excited to watch this video back when all the news comes out, and I'm gonna see what I got right and what I got wrong. No matter what happens or doesn't happen, I am excited. Go Fest is my favorite time of the year. I can't wait.